Hey Aquarius, I need to share something with you today that honestly gave me chills when these cards came through. You know how sometimes you just know the universe is showing you something important? That is exactly what happened when I sat down to do this reading for you. So here is the situation. There is someone in your past, someone who caused you real pain, someone who maybe thought they could just walk away from what they did to you without any consequences. And Aquarius, the energy coming through right now is absolutely remarkable, because divine justice is not just coming for this person, it has arrived. We are talking about someone who is literally in ruins right now, and the most interesting part? They are consulting tarot readers about you. They are desperately trying to figure out how to come back into your life because they have hit absolute rock bottom. I am going to walk you through what the cards are revealing about this entire situation, and I have to tell you, the clarity here is stunning. We are going to look at where this person is right now, what they are going through, why they are suddenly so desperate to reconnect with you, and most importantly, what the universe wants you to understand about this whole dynamic. Let me start by pulling the first card to see what is really happening with this person right now. The first card that comes through is the Ace of Swords, and Aquarius, this is powerful. The Ace of Swords represents truth, clarity, and that moment when reality cuts through all the illusions. This card is telling us that this person is experiencing a brutal awakening right now. You know how the Ace of Swords energy works, right? It is that sword of truth that slices through everything. All the lies they told themselves, all the justifications they created for how they treated you, all the ways they convinced themselves that what they did was okay. This person is going through a phase where they cannot hide from the truth anymore. Every single action they took against you, every moment of pain they caused, every time they chose to hurt you instead of honoring you, it is all coming back to them with crystal clear awareness. And here is what makes this so significant. The Ace of Swords is not just about realizing you were wrong, it is about understanding the full weight and impact of your actions. This person is not just thinking, "Oh, I made a mistake," they are experiencing the full emotional and mental devastation of understanding exactly what they destroyed. The Ace of Swords is also showing us that this clarity is cutting them deeply. You see, when you hurt an Aquarius, you are hurting someone who probably gave you more chances than you deserved. Someone who probably tried to understand you, someone who brought genuine innovation and unique perspective to your life. And now this person is realizing they lost something absolutely irreplaceable. They are seeing with painful clarity that what you offered them was rare, that the connection you brought was special, that the way you loved them or cared about them was something they will never find again. What is really interesting about the Ace of Swords appearing here is that it represents a new beginning in thinking. This person cannot go back to their old mindset. They cannot convince themselves anymore that they were right, that you were the problem, that walking away from you was the correct choice. That sword has cut through all of those delusions, and now they are left staring at the raw truth that they were the problem, that they messed up something beautiful, that they are the reason something precious is gone from their life. I am also seeing with this Ace of Swords that this person is likely experiencing mental torment right now. The Suit of Swords rules the mind, thoughts, and mental processes. And when you get the Ace, it is like every thought is sharp, cutting, painful. They cannot stop thinking about you. They cannot stop replaying moments in their head. They cannot stop the mental loop of what if I had done things differently? What if I had appreciated what I had? What if I had treated them the way they deserved? This clarity is also forcing them to see how they are perceived by others now. The Ace of Swords brings truth to light, and I am getting the sense that their reputation has taken a hit. Maybe people who witnessed how they treated you have lost respect for them. Maybe their own behavior has caught up with them in other relationships. Maybe they are seeing themselves reflected in the eyes of others and not liking what they see. The truth has a way of spreading, Aquarius. And when someone mistreats an Aquarius, the humanitarian of the zodiac, the person who fights for justice and fairness, people notice. There is also this element with the Ace of Swords, where this person is experiencing communication breakdowns in their current life. They might be trying to connect with new people, trying to build new relationships, but nothing is working the way it did with you. Every conversation feels shallow. Every connection feels empty. Every interaction reminds them of what they lost. The mental clarity they are experiencing is showing them that they have been searching for something in all the wrong places, and what they are really searching for is the connection they destroyed with you. The Ace of Swords is really highlighting that this person is going through a complete mental transformation, their entire thought process about you, about relationships, about what matters in life. It is all being reconstructed from the ground up, and this reconstruction is painful because it means acknowledging that everything they thought before was wrong. It means admitting to themselves that they were the villain in your story, not the victim they tried to paint themselves as. Let me pull the next card to see what specific situation has brought them to this point of desperation. The Seven of Pentacles comes through next, and Aquarius, this is so revealing about what has happened to this person. The Seven of Pentacles is the card of assessment, of looking at what you have cultivated and realized it is not what you wanted. This person has been working on building something, maybe a new relationship, maybe a new life direction, maybe new friendships or a new version of themselves, and they have reached this point where they are looking at everything they have invested their time and energy into and realizing it was all for nothing. Think about the imagery of the Seven of Pentacles. Someone standing there, looking at their garden, at what they have grown, and feeling disappointment because it is not yielding what they expected. This person thought that moving on from you would lead to something better. They thought that whatever they were pursuing, instead of honoring their connection with you, would bring them fulfillment. They thought the grass would be greener somewhere else. And now they are standing in their new reality and seeing that not only is the grass not greener, but they are in a wasteland. What is particularly painful about the Seven of Pentacles in this position is that it represents time wasted. This person has invested months, maybe even years, into trying to prove to themselves that leaving you was the right choice. They have put effort into convincing themselves they are better off. They have cultivated relationships or situations that they hoped would replace what they had with you, and now they are at this moment of reckoning where they have to admit that all of that time, all of that effort, all of that investment was in the wrong direction. The Seven of Pentacles is also highlighting financial or material struggles for this person. Pentacles rule the physical world, money, resources, stability. And this card in its challenging aspect shows that whatever they thought would bring them material success or security has fallen apart. Maybe they made choices that seemed financially smart at the time but have backfired. Maybe they chose material gain over genuine connection and are now realizing that no amount of money or status can fill the void you left. Maybe they are literally struggling financially now and comparing it to the abundance they experienced when you were in their life. There is this energy with the Seven of Pentacles where this person is experiencing the consequences of impatience. They did not want to put in the work that a real relationship with you required. They did not want to cultivate something genuine and lasting. They wanted quick gratification, easy rewards, instant satisfaction. And now they are learning the hard lesson that anything worth having requires patience, dedication, and genuine investment. They rushed away from you towards something that seemed easier or more exciting, and now they are paying the price for that impatience. I am also picking up with this card that this person is seeing others around them succeeding while they are stuck in this place of disappointment. Maybe mutual friends are thriving. Maybe they are seeing you thriving through social media or through mutual connections, and it is highlighting their own failures even more. The Seven of Pentacles brings this comparative energy where you cannot help but look at what others have harvested and realize your own crop is failing. The Seven of Pentacles is showing us that this person is in a place of exhaustion. They are tired of pretending they are okay. They are tired of putting on a brave face. They are tired of trying to make things work that are fundamentally not working. They are tired of the path they chose. And in that exhaustion, they are finally being honest with themselves about what they threw away when they hurt you. What is really significant about the Seven of Pentacles appearing in this reading is that it represents a pause before making a decision. This person has stopped in their tracks. They have stopped moving forward on their current path because they have realized it is leading nowhere good. And in that pause, in that moment of assessment, they are looking backwards at you and wondering if there is any possibility of going back, of undoing their mistakes, of starting over. The Seven of Pentacles also suggests that this person is consulting others for advice right now, and specifically about you. They are asking tarot readers, as your reading topic mentioned. They are asking friends. They are seeking guidance about whether they should reach out to you. They are trying to figure out if you would even be open to hearing from them. They are assessing the situation from every angle because they know they only get one shot at this, and they are terrified of making another wrong move. Let me pull another card to understand what drove them to hurt you in the first place, because understanding their motivation is important. The Strength card appears, but in the reverse energy related to how they treated you initially, and this is fascinating, Aquarius. When I look at strength in the context of what this person did to you, I am seeing that they lacked the inner strength to handle what you offered them. You see, Aquarius energy is intense in its own way. You are independent. You are intellectually powerful. You have strong principles. You do not compromise who you are for anyone. And this person did not have the inner fortitude to be with someone like that. Strength is about having the courage to be vulnerable, to be patient, to tame the wildness within yourself and within relationship dynamics through love and understanding rather than force or control. This person did not have that. When they were with you, they felt intimidated by your strength. They felt inadequate next to your confidence in who you are. They felt threatened by your independence because it meant they could not control you or mold you into what they wanted you to be. What this Strength card is revealing is that this person acted from a place of weakness, even though they probably tried to frame it as strength at the time. They probably tried to make it seem like they were the strong one for walking away, for setting boundaries, for doing whatever they did that hurt you. But the cards are exposing that truth. They were actually deeply weak. They were so weak that they could not handle being with someone who challenged them to be better. They were so weak that they resorted to cruelty instead of communication. They were so weak that they broke something beautiful rather than doing the inner work to deserve it. The Strength card is also showing us that this person has struggled with their own inner demons, and instead of facing those demons, they projected them onto you. Maybe they have insecurities they have never dealt with. Maybe they have fears about intimacy or commitment. Maybe they have wounds from their past that they have never healed. And when you came into their life, someone authentic and real, you reflected back to them all the ways they were not whole. Instead of seeing that as an opportunity for growth, they saw it as a threat, and they lashed out. Now here is where this gets really interesting. The Strength card appearing in this reading suggests that this person has now learned about real strength. They have been through their own trials. Life has humbled them. The universe has put them through situations that forced them to confront their own weakness, and now they are looking back at you with new eyes, seeing that the strength they need is the strength to admit they were wrong, to be humble, to ask for forgiveness, to accept that they do not deserve another chance but hope for one anyway. I am seeing with the Strength card that this person has developed respect for you that they did not have before. When they were with you, they took your strength for granted. They assumed you would always be there. They assumed they could treat you any way and you would tolerate it. But now they understand that your strength meant you had the power to walk away, to cut them off, to move on without them. And that realization has rocked them to their core. The Strength card is also highlighting that this person is trying to find the courage to reach out to you. They know it would take immense bravery to face you after what they did. They know you would have every right to reject them. They know they would have to be completely vulnerable and humble in a way they have never been before. And they are wrestling with whether they have developed enough strength to do that, or if they are still too weak, still too proud, still too afraid of the rejection they absolutely deserve. What is powerful about strength appearing in this position is that it suggests this person has gone through a process that has changed them. Whether that change is deep enough, whether it is real enough, whether it is permanent enough, that is another question. But they are not the same person who hurt you. They have been broken down by life. They have been humbled by consequences. They have been forced to face themselves in ways that have been deeply uncomfortable. The question is whether all of that has made them worthy of a second chance. And honestly, Aquarius, that is something only you can decide. Let me pull the next card to see what their current emotional state is regarding you specifically. The Five of Cups appears. And Aquarius, this is everything. The Five of Cups is the card of regret, of loss, of mourning what you threw away. This person is absolutely devastated. They are in a state of grief over losing you. But here is what is so important about the Five of Cups energy. There are still two cups standing behind them, still opportunities in their life, but they are so fixated on the three cups they spilled, on the loss they caused, that they cannot even see what else is available to them. This card is showing us that this person is stuck in the past with you. They are not moving forward. They are not appreciating what they currently have. They are not seeing the possibilities in front of them. They are completely consumed by the realization of what they lost when they lost you. Every day they are thinking about you. Every night they are replaying memories. Every moment is colored by the absence of your presence in their life. The Five of Cups represents real emotional pain, not just surface-level "oh, I miss them," but deep, soul-level grief. This person is crying over you. They are having moments where the weight of their mistake hits them and they cannot breathe. They are experiencing the kind of heartbreak where you cannot eat properly. You cannot sleep well. You cannot focus on anything, because the pain is too consuming. And here is the thing, Aquarius. They deserve this pain. This is not me being cruel. This is divine justice. They caused you suffering, and now they are experiencing suffering. The universe has a way of making sure we feel what we made others feel. What is particularly significant about the Five of Cups is that it shows this person is unable to move on emotionally. They might be going through the motions of life. They might be showing up to work, maintaining appearances, pretending to be functional, but internally, emotionally, they are stuck at the moment they lost you. They are like someone standing at the edge of that spilled cup, unable to turn around, unable to move forward, completely frozen in their regret. The Five of Cups is also revealing that this person is experiencing isolation. The three spilled cups can represent relationships or connections that have been lost, and not just you. Their actions toward you likely created a ripple effect in their life. Maybe friends took your side. Maybe family members questioned their character. Maybe they developed a pattern of treating people poorly that eventually left them alone. They are in this place where they look around and realize they have very few genuine connections left, and the most genuine connection they ever had was with you. I am picking up with this card that this person is going through what I call the dark night of the soul. It is that spiritual crisis where you are forced to confront who you really are, where you have to face your shadow self, where you cannot run from your own conscience anymore. The Five of Cups brings this energy of being confronted by your own reflection and not liking what you see. This person is being forced to see themselves as someone who hurt a good person, as someone who destroyed something valuable, as someone who has no one to blame but themselves. There is also this element with the Five of Cups where this person is comparing everything in their current life to what they had with you. New people do not measure up. New experiences feel empty. New opportunities seem pointless because none of it includes you. They are in this trap where everything good that happens is tainted by the awareness that it would be better if you were there to share it with them, and everything bad that happens is worse because they do not have you to support them through it. The Five of Cups in this position is really emphasizing that this person knows they were the cause of their own downfall. The figure in the card has knocked over their own cups through their own actions. There is no one else to blame. There was no outside force that destroyed things. It was them. They sabotaged their own happiness. They destroyed their own blessing. They threw away their own treasure. And that self-awareness is eating them alive. What is also coming through with the Five of Cups is that this person is staying in this pain because part of them believes they deserve it. There is almost a self-punishment aspect here, where they are dwelling in the regret because they know they caused you pain, and this is their penance. They are not trying to make themselves feel better. They are sitting in the discomfort because they know that is what they earned. And in a twisted way, this suffering is the only connection they still have to you, even if you are not aware of it. Now let me pull another card to see what the universe wants you to know about this situation. The Ten of Swords appears, and Aquarius, let me tell you what this means. The Ten of Swords is the card of ultimate endings, of a cycle that has run its complete course, of something being so finished that there is nowhere to go but up. This card is appearing to show you that what this person did to you, that chapter is over. The pain they caused has reached its conclusion. The wound has hit its maximum depth. You have survived the worst of it, and now comes the recovery. The Ten of Swords is often seen as a scary card, but in this context, it is actually liberating. It is telling you that you do not have to fear this person anymore. You do not have to worry about them hurting you again, because that level of pain has already happened and you are still standing. You are on the other side of it. You have been through the darkest night, and you made it to dawn. This person's ability to hurt you is finished. What is powerful about the Ten of Swords appearing in your reading is that it represents the death of illusions. You are no longer under any illusions about who this person is. You are not making excuses for them. You are not romanticizing what you had. You see them clearly for exactly who they showed themselves to be. And that clarity is your protection. You cannot be manipulated by someone you see clearly. You cannot be love-bombed back into a situation you understand was toxic. The Ten of Swords has cut through any remaining fantasy you might have had about this person or this connection. The Ten of Swords is also speaking to the fact that this person has experienced their own version of this card, their own rock bottom, their own moment of total defeat. And while part of you might feel satisfaction in that, the universe is actually inviting you to something higher. The Ten of Swords asks, do you want to stay in the energy of attack and counterattack, or are you ready to let this entire battlefield behind? Are you ready to walk away from this war entirely and find peace? I am seeing with the Ten of Swords that there is a message here about martyrdom. You might have played the role of martyr in this connection, sacrificing your own needs, accepting less than you deserved, trying to make things work when they were fundamentally broken. The Ten of Swords is telling you that martyrdom is no longer your role. You are not here to save this person. You are not here to give them another chance to prove themselves. You are not here to be the understanding one who helps them through their karma. Your role is to save yourself, to honor yourself, to choose yourself. The Ten of Swords carries this energy of mental exhaustion, and I am wondering if you have been overthinking this situation, Aquarius. Maybe you have been analyzing what happened from every angle. Maybe you have been trying to understand how someone could treat you that way. Maybe you have been replaying conversations and interactions trying to figure out where things went wrong. The Ten of Swords is saying, stop. Stop giving your mental energy to someone who does not deserve it. Stop trying to understand the incomprehensible. Some people hurt others because they are wounded and unconscious, and no amount of analysis will change that fact. What is really significant about the Ten of Swords in this reading is that it represents a clean cut. When they come back, and they probably will try to come back, you have the power to make a clear, final, definitive decision. You do not have to leave a door open. You do not have to say, maybe someday. You do not have to be kind, or gentle, or understanding. The Ten of Swords energy gives you permission to be done, to be finished, to close that chapter so completely that it can never be reopened. The Ten of Swords is also highlighting that this situation has taught you invaluable lessons about your own boundaries and your own worth. You know now what you will not tolerate. You know now what genuine care looks like versus manipulation. You know now that you would rather be alone than be with someone who diminishes you. The Ten of Swords represents painful wisdom, the kind of knowledge you only gain through suffering, but knowledge that makes you powerful in ways you were not before. Let me pull one final card to see what the ultimate outcome of this situation is and what you should do moving forward. The Chariot appears as the final card, and Aquarius. This is perfect. The Chariot is the card of victory, of moving forward with determination, of being in control of your own direction. This card is telling you that regardless of what this person wants, regardless of how much they regret or how desperate they are, you are the one steering your own chariot. You are the one who decides the direction of your life. You are the one who determines who gets to be in your passenger seat and who gets left in the dust. The Chariot is showing that you have emerged from this situation stronger, more focused, more determined than ever. What this person did to you did not break you. It forged you. It turned you into someone who knows their worth, someone who will not settle, someone who has clear boundaries and the strength to enforce them. You are not the same person who entered that connection. You are upgraded, leveled up, evolved beyond what that experience could contain. What is powerful about the Chariot appearing here is that it represents success that comes after struggle. You have been through the struggle. You have been through the pain, the confusion, the heartbreak, the recovery, and now you are entering the phase where you win. You move forward into better things. You achieve goals that have nothing to do with this person. You create a life so fulfilling that their absence becomes insignificant. The Chariot is the universe saying your comeback is going to be more impressive than any setback they caused. The Chariot is also speaking to emotional mastery and control. You might have been all over the place emotionally when this first happened. You might have felt out of control of your feelings, reactive, unable to center yourself. But the Chariot shows that you have harnessed those emotions now. You have taken the reins. You are not being pulled in different directions by conflicting feelings. You have decided how you feel about this person and this situation, and you are moving forward with that clarity. I am seeing with the Chariot that new opportunities are coming into your life that will make this entire situation seem like a distant memory. Career victories, personal achievements, new relationships that actually honor you, travel opportunities, creative projects, financial improvements. You are entering a period where momentum is on your side, where things start flowing in the right direction, where your efforts pay off in tangible ways. And this person will see all of that from the outside, watching you thrive, which is the greatest form of justice. The Chariot is known for its black and white sphinxes, representing the need to balance opposing forces. This is relevant to your situation because you might be feeling opposing pulls right now. Part of you might be curious about what this person would say if they reached out. Part of you might wonder if they have really changed. But another part of you knows that moving forward without them is the healthier choice. The Chariot is telling you to acknowledge both of those parts, but ultimately let your higher wisdom drive. Let the part of you that has learned and grown be the one that makes decisions, not the part that remembers who they used to be or who you hoped they could become. The Chariot also represents public victory and recognition. I am seeing that whatever this person tried to do to damage your reputation or your standing has completely backfired on them. People see you as the strong one, the dignified one, the one who walked away with grace. Meanwhile, they are seen as the one who fumbled, who lost something precious, who revealed their true character. The Chariot is about winning not just personally but publicly, and that is exactly what is happening for you. What is beautiful about the Chariot as your final card is that it gives you permission to be a little ruthless in your forward movement. You do not have to look back. You do not have to check on how this person is doing. You do not have to care about their healing journey or their regrets. The Chariot is focused on the destination ahead, not the rubble left behind. You are allowed to be done, caring. You are allowed to prioritize your own peace and progress over their redemption arc. So here is what I am seeing as the complete picture. Aquarius. This person who hurt you is absolutely falling apart right now. They are experiencing mental clarity about their mistakes. They are disappointed in the life they have built without you. They have learned hard lessons about real strength. They are drowning in regret, and they are desperate to somehow fix what they broke. They probably are consulting tarot readers and getting advice about how to approach you, trying to figure out if there is any chance you would let them back in. But the cards for you are showing something different. They are showing that this chapter is finished, that the worst has already happened, and you survived it, that you are now in your power, in your Chariot energy, moving forward toward better things. The universe is not telling you that you must take this person back or that you must reject them. What it is telling you is that you have complete autonomy here. You are in the driver's seat. Whatever you decide will be the right decision because you are deciding from a place of strength and wisdom now, not from a place of pain or lack. If this person does reach out, You will know exactly what to do, because you have already done the inner work. You have already processed the pain. You have already learned the lessons. You are not the same person they hurt, and they are going to find that out when they try to use the same tactics that worked before, and discover those tactics no longer have any effect on you. Your divine justice is not about them suffering, although they are. Your divine justice is about you rising. It is about you becoming someone who cannot be treated that way again. It is about you building a life so solid that what happened with them becomes just a small chapter in a much larger story of your success and happiness. Trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, Aquarius. Trust that the universe has your back. Trust that you are protected, guided, and moving in the right direction. And most importantly, trust yourself to make the decision that honors your peace, your growth, and your future.